It is GamingMan here, and welcome to another episode of 8441. 8441 either is seized up or something's wrong with my rail, but it just does not want to roll. So, I'm going to take apart 8441, and we're going to see just what's wrong with my beautiful mascot of the line. Now, I have done this already, and it was in the dark. I'm going to turn on a light so it's going to get bright pretty quick. But this is one of the first major overhauls on this engine, because we all know it was running perfectly fine 2 or 3 days ago, and people expect a functioning and good-looking mascot. And I plan on, as the CEO of the Gamer channel, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure our engine of beauty runs properly. Okay, oh, steady. So as you see, so if you look here,
where are you at?
this is the source of all of 8441's power.
No, that's not at my house.
And how this works,
They probably went right by. They go by Story Street all the time.
this little segment, this little wire segment you can see here, I mean, get some of this stuff out of the way. This wired segment produces the circuitry from here to make the tender make noise. Now, from what I can get at, the motor here isn't functioning properly. So I'm going to apply some grease to the motor, and hopefully that does it justice. Now this is where things get tricky, because you've got to be able to place the engine down just like that. Now here comes the really dangerous bit, because this little light bulb right here that you can barely see, but I have it in my hand, it's right here, is super fragile. And has to fit into the smoke box, or the boiler, the smoke head, the front of the boiler. I was trying to think of the technical name, and I couldn't. Right, so now the boiler's been mounted back on. You can see, let me move the lubricant out of the way. The boiler's been mounted on. So here comes the tricky segment. This is where things get tricky. We don't want to ruin the engine, so we give her a belly flip, and we add the easy parts in first. Now these little screws are critical to the 8441. They're very, very critical, because without these little screws, the boiler won't hold on, and the boiler is bound to either fall off or potentially rip wires inside of itself, which we don't want to do. And there's many things that can go wrong with model railroading. Like, you can over-oil your engines. Especially models. You can over-oil models. And you don't want to do... Ooh, see, right there. There's a danger spot. You think you can let it sit, and you can't, because steamers aren't like the diesels, where they can just sit upright. Now, this screw is the tricky one to get in, but it's not very tricky to get out. It's a longer screw, but it is right under the lead truck. Like that. Once it gets in, though, I can feel it screw down nice and tight. And that is basically how you maintain, or how I'm going to maintain this engine. Now the next thing we got to do is race into the other room, set it on the main, and see if it'll go. Alright, here we go.
Not as much as it did, but
Fire up.
you know. You can't.
Did you guys hear that?
My friend's daughter is turning 6. Just literally observed how strong.
And that is how you properly maintain 8441. Catch you guys in a bit for the next video.